Rice Force here, back at you in another video, and today's topic's gonna be: are we allowed to marry people from different races? So let's find out. Today we are gonna find out. So we're gonna go to Exodus chapter 34. So just turn to Exodus chapter 34, second book in the Bible. We are going to go to verse 11 to 16. Obey what I command you today. I will drive out before you the Amorites, Canaanites, Hittites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites. Be careful not to make a treaty with those who live in the land where you're going, or there will be a snare along you. Break down their altars, smash their sacred stones, and cut down their Asher poles. Do not worship any other gods, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. Be careful not to make a treaty with those who live in the land, for when they prostitute themselves to their gods, sacrifice to them, they will invite you, and you will eat their sacrifices. And when you choose some of their daughters as wives for your sons, and those daughters prostitute themselves to their gods, they will lead your sons to do the same. So that was pretty much talking about the people that was like near Israel, or these tribes. They worship different gods. So that's what that was about. And we're going to go to another one, Corinthians. 2 Corinthians is in the New Testament, chapter 6. So we're going to go to 2 Corinthians, chapter 6. And we're going to go to verse 14. Do not be yoked together with unbelievers, for what do righteousness and wickedness have in common? Or what a fellowship can light have with darkness? So y'all was still on this video. Y'all want to hear me trash talk white people and say they're a devil and all that? Sorry to disappoint you today. That's not what this video is about. It's talking about, are we allowed to marry people with different races? So I just showed you these two verses that talk about that. Well, they weren't really different races. They was pretty much different tribes and Exodus. Like some of these tribes, these Perizzites, I think I'm saying it right. Some of them probably look just like the Israelites. Just like them. We can take the Edomites, for example. Jacob and Esau, there's a good chance their kids probably look a lot alike. Like Jacob children and Esau children, there's a good chance their kids look a lot alike, being that they're first cousins. And also, Jacob's two wives, Rachel and Leah, they also would have been Esau cousins. So who knows? Esau might look kind of like his wives. So there's a high chance that the Edomites and the Israelites had pretty much the same skin color. They look alike. I'm just using that as an example. It didn't say the Edomite in this verse, but it just said example. But we could go back to that verse, Exodus 34, 11 to 16. We go back. So I'm not going to read it again. I'm just going to go back and look at it. That's chapter 34. And I'll just go to 16. And when you choose some of their daughters as wives for your sons, and those daughters prostitute themselves to your God, they'll lead your son to do the same. So in this verse, God was pretty much more concerned with them turning his people away from him, from because he's the real God, the true God. But these other people, these other tribes, the Amorites, the Canaanites, they would have turned them away from their God. And a lot of these tribes, they were pretty close to Israel. And I believe the Amorites also descended from Terah, if I'm not mistaken, which is Abraham's father. If I have it right, maybe a different tribe, I'm not sure. So there's a good chance they probably look like Israelites too. So it wasn't about the skin color, it was about what they were worshiping. And I showed in the New Testament, Corinthians 6:14, do not be yoked together with unbelievers, for what do righteousness or wickedness have in common? Or what fellowship can light have with darkness? Well, that's pretty much saying that a Christian shouldn't marry somebody that's not a believer. I mean, I had a friend that married somebody that was a believer, which pretty much stopped me. I felt he would have knew better not to marry an unbeliever. But he did, and that marriage ended in divorce. Sure, they were different races, but that's not why it didn't work out. She was not a real Christian. And there was other reasons, but I'm not going to get into it. So there's nowhere in the Bible that says you can't marry somebody that's a different race. It just don't say that. So there's nothing wrong with a white person marrying a black person, or a Asian person marrying a black person, or a Mexican person marrying a Hawaiian. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, the Bible hardly really ever talks about skin color at all. It mostly talks about tribes. I mean, if I'm wrong, just leave some Bible verse down here and I'll look at it, where it talks about different races, people that are actually different skin color. But if you are watching this video, maybe you do believe that some races are cursed. Like I said earlier in the video, I was saying, if you watch this video hoping I would be trash talking white people saying they're cursed, that are going to hell, it's not going to happen in this video. But here's the thing, if that was true, I would pretty much be cursed actually. Because I took one of those ancestry tests, and I had quite a bit of European ancestry, so if that was true, I would pretty much be cursed. I'll be going to hell with the white race really was cursed. Just thought to point that out. And it's pretty much the same way with a lot of these other African Americans that be on here. A lot of them are part Europeans, so they be trash talking white people, saying they're cursed. I saw some videos of black people saying that white people were cursed. And I know some white people think the blacks are cursed, but it's all not true. It's not cursed. The only curse is sin falling to us. So if your son or daughter bring home a person that's a different race, you shouldn't hate on that person just because they're a different race. Now they worship a different God, then that's something to worry about. Because your son or daughter can bring home somebody that's the same race as them, but they could worship a totally different God. Or they could be an atheist, not even believe in God, which really is not good for a Christian. I'm not saying that atheist marriage and a Christian marriage can't work, but the Bible is pretty much against it. And for what I've seen, it seems to support it. I know there's some rare cases where it probably does work. Some people become Christians after they get married. So that happens sometimes. But I pretty much pointed out that no, it's nothing wrong with somebody that's a different race to marry somebody outside their race. Because we basically all came from Adam and Eve. So we're pretty much all cousins, actually. But it does say not to marry people that are unbelievers. It's pointed out in the Old Testament. So I took a Bible in the Old Testament. And I'm not a Bible, but I took verses from the Old Testament and the New Testament. Because I know some people think the Old Testament is outdated. And there's some truth to it. There's some verses that really are outdated. Like stoning a woman to her virgin. I mean, they're not a virgin and stoning them when they get married. It's pretty much outdated. I'm just going to say it's outdated. This is not going to happen in today's world. But I point out in the New Testament too, where it pretty much tells you, it don't say the word marriage, but it say unequally yoke. So you're a Christian person. If you're a Christian man, that's pretty much serving God. And you're going to bring home a godly girl that's pretty much dark. She worships the devil. I mean, that's unequally yoked. It's just not going to work. You shouldn't even give that marriage a chance. Because that's like disaster right there. A Gothic person that worships the devil marrying the Christian man. I mean, there's a good chance. There's a chance he could repent, become a Christian, but the chance that happens is pretty low. Could go the other way around. He could turn away from God and start worshiping the devil. It happened with Solomon. Solomon was a godly person, but he got involved with some women that didn't worship God, and he turned away. So, which is another reason that you should stick to your own religion. I'm not going to say race, religion. People that believe in the same God as you. But as far as marrying somebody that's different race, I don't see anything wrong with it. There's nowhere in the Bible that says that you shouldn't marry somebody that's a different skin color. So you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. And with that being said, have a good day. Bye for now.